Hey everybody, it's Amanda. Today we're going to be discussing relational operators and equality operators. First, let's start with relational operators. I thought that this would be a better topic to go over than jumping right into loops, because if you don't understand these, you're not going to understand loops. So first, with our first relational operator, we're going to start with our greater than, next less than, followed by our greater than or equal to. Lastly, our last relational operator is going to be our less than or equal to. For our equality operators, they're going to be a little bit different. If you think that I'm calling them wrong, feel free to go ahead and Google them. Your equality operators are going to be your equal to and your not equal to. The relational operators and the equality operators are going to allow you to do some comparison of some kind. Because we've been working with the integer data type, I'm going to create 3 separate integer variables. We'll start with num1. I'm going to assign it 4. Num2, I'll go ahead and assign it 6. And num3, I'll go ahead and assign it 4 again. And there's a reason that I'm assigning it, obviously, the same number. So I'll go ahead and show you that. So first, using the first relational operator, this is one comparison you can do. Basically, what they're going to output, though, is a Boolean. So keep that in the back of your head. One is going to result in true or false or not, and that's how the comparison is going to be completed. However, you can use them in different ways. First, I'll start out with an if statement. This is going to be, again, a keyword. If is a keyword. That will be a word for you to look up in your own time, and what that means. So if, we'll start with num1 is less than num2, we'll output true. In this case, I'm going to add an else statement in here so we can see otherwise false. I didn't add endels. Let's go ahead and add those real fast. All right, let's go ahead and run the program now. Oh, sorry, I ran the wrong one. We'll go to relational. You can see that now. So that'll help you if you are not familiar with that. I didn't use a variable. It's just letting me know. It's giving me a warning. So true. So num1, as you can see, is assigned 4. And it's going to do the comparison. And num2 is assigned 6. So it's going to let me know that it's true. So num1 is less than 4, or sorry, num1 that it is assigned 4 is less than num2, which is assigned 6. So let's go ahead and go over a rundown of the relational operators and do these comparisons. So num1 is assigned 4 and num2 is assigned 6. And it's going to compare and see if num1 is greater than num2. So we go ahead and run the program. No, num1 is not greater than num2 because num1 is 4 and num2 is 6. We'll get the same result if we do greater than or equal to, because it's going to not be greater than or equal to. Now, if we wanted to compare another number, if we want to do num2 and see if it's less than, so is num1 less than or equal to num2, which is assigned 6? Go ahead and run the program. It is. So 4 is less than 6, so it displays true. Now if we did the greater than, It's going to display false because 4 is not greater than 6. So it will display false. Now for our equality operators, we can add this variable back into play. These are going to allow you, again, the equal sign is not the equal sign. It is the assignment operator. If you're wanting to make sure that there are two numbers or two data types that are comparison, it depends on the data type. You'll have to look into that. We're not going to discuss all those today. Today we're discussing integers only. These are going to compare two integer numbers. So it's going to check num1, which is assigned 4, and num3, which is assigned 4, and see if they are equal to each other. After I save the program, I'll go ahead and run it. It's just saying that variable is not being used. Let's go ahead and comment that one out. And as you can see, it is true. I'll go ahead and rerun it again to just show you that it is true. True. And then now I'm going to do a not equal to comparison and add back in num2 and comment out num3 so I don't get that warning. Here we go. So now num1 is it not equal to num2? And this is true. And in this case, I wouldn't want an else because there's not going to be an else. I mean, unless they were doing a not equal to, I guess. I mean, if you did num1, num2, then you can do the false. But this is not something you would want in your main program anyway. This is just an example to show you how the relational operators and equality operators work to do these comparisons. I just want to say sorry for my mic today. I've been getting kind of close to it. No, I'm not going to record it. So I'm sorry, but I'm doing this for fun. I'm not trying to do this to be a YouTube star. I'm doing this to help you. So I'm not going to record myself again, but I just wanted to apologize. Going back to my comparison, so I wanted to show you how these can be used in different ways. So again, going back to the Boolean, we haven't discussed this yet, how things are stored in memory. However, when it comes to ones and zeros, so 1 is going to be true and 0 is going to be false. So therefore, we can turn this into a Boolean check comparison. So bool int comparison is assigned num1 is equal to num3. Go ahead and display the result. So now, because it's a Boolean, we haven't discussed Booleans yet, it will display a 1 or a 0. So let's go ahead and see what it displays. If you already know, then you already know. If you don't, let's go ahead and see. So again, it's just letting you know that I'm not using that variable. So 1, it's true. Go ahead and take that out and rerun that again just so it's clear. So 1 is true. Yay. All right. So your Boolean. So your Boolean is going to be a true or false comparison. That's a different data type we haven't talked about. But again, you're seeing another way that you can use your relational or equality operation. In this case, we're using an equality operator. If we wanted to use a relational operator, we can as well. So let's go ahead and run the program. Again, it's 1. That's because 4 is equal to num3. Now, if we added in back in num2, and we ran the program again, it's true because 4 is less than 6. If we change this to greater than, it's going to change the result to a 0 because 4 is not greater than 6. As you can see, we got a 0.